I decided not to hide behind my graphics and stats and system analysis today. Because sometimes we need to stop talking about workplace trauma academically and look directly at what it can actually do to a person. I was that mom who could hold her house of cards together with sheer force of will, somehow never run out of ketchup. I threw myself into little leagues, HGTV projects, routines, plans, and filling everyone else's lives up so completely that nobody noticed I could barely breathe. From the outside, it probably looked like I had it all together. The truth is, I survived by staying in motion. Now, some days it feels as though I struggle to manage the simplest parts of being a mom the way I used to. I can barely manage appointments. My daughter books many of them herself now or waits months for me to remember to do it. Bills pile up beside reminders I swear I already dealt with. There are conversations I struggle to fully recall. I have a hard time remembering things now. I'm currently wearing a heart monitor for 2 weeks because my body has been reacting to prolonged stress in ways that are difficult to ignore anymore. I carry a deep fear of running into people connected to painful parts of my past, so I rarely leave my house. Sometimes I try, and sometimes it actually goes okay. Other times, one difficult interaction can make me want to disappear back in my house for days after. Often I do. Most people hear words like stress, trauma, mental health, and picture sadness. What they don't often see is the erosion of ordinary life. The forgetting, the exhaustion, the isolation, the insomnia, the fear, the way your world slowly shrinks while your mind slowly gets louder and louder. I built walls around myself so high trying to protect myself from more hurt that sometimes I worry my own children can't reach me anymore. That might be one of the hardest things to admit out loud. I still care about my children more than anything in this world, but some days I feel like I am trying to mother them through a wall of static while simultaneously trying to navigate paperwork, timelines, and forms, and follow-ups and appointments, and really just survival itself. When we rabbit holed moral injury together, my psychotherapist asked me to describe when and how it actually happened for me. I described the period of time when I felt like I was being forced to choose between the career I'd spent 2 decades building, my dream job, my future, my sense of identity and purpose, and my moral compass, my values, and my sense of safety. To be faced with what feels like a choice between your beliefs, instincts, and your understanding of what is right and wrong and safe, and everything you worked your entire life for does something to a person. Sometimes the path you choose in order to survive that moment is the very thing that divides you from the version of yourself you used to be. As I sat down to write yet another confirmation, I had this quiet feeling that I had somehow done this before. After digging through months of records and emails, sure enough, I had already confirmed that I wanted to continue the dispute months ago. I was being asked to confirm a confirmation confirming that I wish to continue with my appeal. And honestly, as embarrassed as I sometimes feel about not functioning the way I used to, I was also strangely proud of myself for remembering. Today felt like a win. I live with significant challenges now that affect my memory, sleep, nervous system, confidence, relationships, and ability to function the way I once did. But at some point, I realized it became more important to me to speak honestly about these experiences than to stay silent and disappear quietly inside them. Not because I think my story is unique. Quite the opposite. It's because it is not a unique story. I don't think enough people fully understand what prolonged trauma, procedural overwhelm, isolation, and instability can actually do to a person over time. If sharing my experience contributes in some small way to better systems, earlier support, safer responses, or fewer people reaching the point that I reached, then it's worth pushing through the fear to say it out loud.